Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, let's do a little 10-minute drilling. Sports concepts and rationalizations. And at the end, what are we doing, Beef?
We're hooking some Googans up. We're going to get them some free lunch for two at Chick-fil-A, and we'll throw in some complimentary airport parking from our friends at usapark.net.
Did anybody, by the way, see that alley-oop dunk by that Heat guy?
Mm-hmm.
Derek Jones?
I think he's still rising.
That was crazy. He
impressive.
like threw it in from like 2-3 feet away.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing. But it was an alley-oop, and the ball was 13 feet in the air, and it was right of the basket. And he went up with one hand, grabbed it, and just like literally threw it in from like 3 feet from the hoop. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Thought I'd share that. All right.
That was special.
Thank you. What a week, Dan Hicken.
Yes.
We have free agency, and like you said, whenever the quarterback's involved, it becomes a franchise-shifting week. We have the players, obviously,
Yes.
and don't look now, but next Sunday is Selection Sunday.
Good gracious.
So where do we start among those three? What
stands out to me?
Yeah.
Well, I think, listen, very rarely would I say something takes precedence over the players, but I think the Jags this week, if they sign Nick Foles, I think that's the biggest local sports story perhaps of the year, arguably. I mean, again, you're making a change at the quarterback spot. That is a franchise-changing moment. And
do you buy any of these rumors that, if Foles' price is too high, it could be Bridgewater or Tyrod Taylor or someone, or do you think that's all just...
I mean, every team.
First of all, I'm going to say it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think Adam Schefter had anyone inside the building tell him that. I think it's.
Well, I think there's a tipping point for any team on any player.
Price-wise.
Yes, where you say, we can't
If you're the Jags, you know he's going to cost you between $20 and $25 million, right? Are you going to try and squeeze him for less than that? Or you just want to make sure you don't pay more than that?
Well, I mean, listen, how much? A lot of people are saying if they go up to $22 million, they're overpaying because there's no market for him at all. So maybe you can get him for 18. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how important the $4 million per is. I mean, obviously there are some salary cap ramifications, which leads us to our second question of the big four that they cut. What stands out to you with
to me? Look, here's where, and we've argued about or discussed the cap and just how real and potentially harmful it can be. There's two guys on that list that the Jaguars will be a better team if they'd have kept them. That's Jeremy Parnell and Tayshaun Gibson. They would be better. Those are two guys that would probably still start next year. I'm concerned about the right tackle spot. Again, they've gone off and drafted a fourth-round tackle a year ago. Didn't see a freaking second of play. I mean, are we just ready to run Will Richardson out there? Are we going to have to take a tackle now, number 7 overall? It definitely tells you there's some move that's going to be made. Because I will say this, Dan, we have all these utility linemen that have had such an opportunity to
sure.
And none of them have. That whole group of Shatley and Wells, and I'll just lump them all together. None of them have ever taken advantage of their opportunity. So the line is even a bigger question mark now with Parnell not a part of the plan. So,
yeah.
And Gibson is a starter in this league, and he's certainly good enough. He's better than any other safety they got on the team.
I will say this, though. The Jags got a good usage out of their free agent, out of that crop, minus Carlos Hyde.
For sure.
Those three guys were signed and lasted. I mean, you get 3 years out of a free agent contract. That's a pretty good deal.
And play at a pretty high level, and they all did. So, including Parnell, and those guys were all part of taking this franchise from the laughingstock worst team in the league there for when they joined to within a whisker of the Super Bowl. So yeah, for sure. All right, the Gator basketball team. Look, if games were 20 minutes long, they might be a top 10 team. They don't have the staying power.
Yeah.
And they've now played themselves into a position that I would say it's as simple as this. If they beat Arkansas in the second round of the SEC tournament,
yes,
they're in, and if they lose, they're out. Would you define it that simply?
I'll get to that in just a second. You disappoint me because you've buried the LEDE. Beef, if you would please, sir, our Florida Gator drop, if you don't mind.
What do we get, the track title again this year?
The Florida Gators
Go outdoor
are
on
national
it. We go outdoor
A natty's
track
a
on
natty,
them.
baby.
Thank you, baby. Thank you,
We
baby.
go outdoor track on them, Beef. What
Thank
do
you,
we do?
baby. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's another natty for the Gators. Yeah, that's
Doesn't
indoor.
Yeah.
I'll hit you.
Counts for the program, the athletic director. I'm sure they get a
It's
nice
a
bonus for it.
dynasty. It's a
Yeah,
track
no-
dynasty. That's
no-
9
yeah,
men's
yeah.
championships.
No one cares.
9, 4 on the indoor, 5 on the outdoor.
The Florida
Yeah.
Gators are national champions.
That's 41 natties we've compiled over there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good. Keep it up, guys.
Grant
keep it up.
Holloway single-handedly leading us to championship after championship. No relation to the coach, by the way.
So fun. So fun. I watched every second, and what wasn't on, I followed online.
I don't understand you. I mean, thank you, Beef.
The Florida
A
Gators.
Florida
are
basketball
national
game at
champions.
Kentucky is
Now,
certainly
what was your question?
a Florida basketball game at
What
Kentucky
was your
is certainly
question?
in no way less than the track meet this weekend.
What was your
but-
question? Oh, here's your answer. We got screwed by the refs. Kentucky, 32 free throws. We had 11. I mean, that's not fair.
The Florida lost because they went 2 for 18 from 3.
I forgot that part.
The Kevon Allen slide continues. There's a lot of reasons to believe that if the Florida Gators do make it into the tournament, they're not going
Yes.
to be there long.
No.
Are they beating Arkansas Thursday?
That's iffy.
I say no. Yeah, I say no.
It's iffy.
I say a team that played itself back into the conversation is. I tell you one thing, it is a weak damn field this year.
Oh, man.
There are a lot of teams like the Gators that are getting in. The Gators, Clemson, Bam, all these teams are just so
Yes.
mediocre.
Oh, gosh. It's terrible. I mean, 17 and
But you know what? There's
14,
there's no really great teams either. There's not. Nobody
No.
that scares the pants off of you. There's Clemson's and Florida's and Bama's have played with those Kentuckys and Dukes and Carolinas.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll ask you this as a follow-up. Is Zion going to play again or no?
I think he will.
Yeah. You think he's going to play 3 games in 3 days this week?
Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
Probably not.
You going to hold him out this week?
If he doesn't feel good, I am.
Okay.
I would think that the injury would be.
You sure this isn't just a
Healed by
smoke
then.
screen just to say that
Well,
and he
why
never
would he
plays
do-
again?
well, why would he
just
just-
not to have that issue?
Well, he'd have to have surgery, right? I mean, if it was bad enough to keep him from playing, he'd need surgery, and so
I don't know. Did he? Does he?
I don't understand you've asked. The question is devolved into 3 different questions. What is the question? Should
Well,
they
it could
sit
be-
him?
there could
Will
be-
they sit
There
him?
could be subsets to the question. What's wrong with that?
Well, that's fine. I just wanted to what I'm focusing on here. I think that he should play if he's healthy. I think he would want to play if he's healthy.
Yeah.
And if he's not healthy, then they're probably just going to announce.
Why didn't they say
as
that
they
way
go.
back when they knew?
What do you
He
mean?
was day to day when he walked off that
Well, I
court.
think that
The next day, we dodged a bullet, and he was day to day. Well, the bullet went in. The bullet entered Zion's body because he hasn't played a game in 3 weeks,
Okay.
including another loss to Carolina.
If he's healthy, I'm sure they'll play him, and he'll want to play. And if he's not, I don't know. I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, if you're asking me to guess, is his injury worse, and they're not disclosing it? I don't know what value would be in that. You can certainly let him tank it and ride it out this way without taking the PR hit of being the guy who sat out the last 3 weeks. So yeah, I guess that is a possibility that Duke could protect him, and he can make the decision to not play, which I don't know why he would make, because he could literally rip his ACL in the NCAA tournament and be the number 1 pick. So this danger is really not dangerous at all. It's not there.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. All right. Well, that's fair enough.
That's what That's how I would describe it.
Okay.
So, anyway,
All right.
got anything else?
I think we're good.
All right.
What do you want to do? Caller number 3, Beef? 641-1010?
If it's 3, it's free.
Yeah, if it's 3, it's free. 641-1010. Get on the phone line right now. If you want that prize pack, we'll hand it to you. Beef, remind them what they got.
They're getting lunch for 2 from Chick-fil-A and some airport parking from our friends at usapark.net.
Nothing wrong with that, my man.
All right. Why did Kyler Murray choose football?
Why?
Blake Snell is your answer. Connect those dots when we return. Next on The Drill.